So you want to get monetized here in 2025 on YouTube. For me, it finally happened. But what exactly does that mean? How much money am I going to make? Let's take a look. So I started this YouTube channel about 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago, and it was intended to be an outdoors/firearms channel. I met the requirements to become monetized, so I had my 1,000 subscribers and my 4,000 public watchtowers, but now what? So we'll take a look at some of the analytics and I'll show you exactly how much YouTube paid me for a newly monetized channel. But before we do that, I want to give you a little backstory on the channel. Unlike my first YouTube channel, which is also monetized with a little over 16,000 subscribers that I started, I think, 3 years ago, that channel circles all around off-road adventure, ATVs, side-by-sides, that sort of thing. A little bit of a niche market, but again, we've seen growth, and within 18 months, we hit our threshold to become monetized. With this channel, we did it within 2 months. The channel circled around firearms and outdoor adventure. Again, a little bit of a niche audience, but we see much faster growth. I would attribute a lot of that into the frequency of which I was able to publish videos. With our off-road channel, we were lucky to get out maybe twice a month and go for a ride or an adventure and make those YouTube videos, which also took tens of hours to create and edit. This channel, being that most of the content is created here at home or at the farm, which is local, where we go shooting, or at home where we talk about and do some gun reviews. So I was able to publish, I think, 12 videos within those 2 months. As to where my primary channel, I'd be lucky to have 4 at best. Also, a notable point to mention is YouTube has very strict guidelines in regards to which content is eligible for monetization, some of which are fully eligible, others are not eligible, and some of them have limited ad restrictions. And I'll give you an example. With firearms, many YouTube advertisers don't wish to have their businesses or services advertised on a firearm channel, which means a lot of my videos are limited ad suitable, which means they earn a lot less revenue for those videos. So the way YouTube works is, based on the content that you're publishing, they will pay you X amount of dollars per 1,000 views. This, of course, gets affected by the content that you're producing and how much engagement you get, as well as, like view duration, for an example. So if people are only watching 10% of your video, you'll have a little bit lower of a CPM, meaning you'll make less money. Let's take a look at some of the analytics and I'll show you exactly how much I earned with YouTube so far. As you can see here, my current CPM is $4.43 per 1,000 views, which is significantly lower than my other channel, which CPMs, I think, $24 and some odd cents. Meaning you get, call it 2.5 cents per view versus less than half a penny per view on this channel. And now if we go over to my view count over the last 28 days, you'll see that I have 74,050 views, which theoretically means if you take $4.43 per 1,000 views and times that by, let's say, 74, you'd get your total of how much ad revenue you would have earned. But this is what I don't understand. Because if you look at my actual revenue, it is significantly less. And I can't wrap my head around even as to why. Now, if you know why my CPM doesn't quite correlate with my view count and the revenue earned, I'd love to hear from you in the comments because I can't quite figure that out. So the short story is, over the last 28 days after being monetized, I've only earned about 75 bucks. Not great. And if we look at the total revenue I've earned since being monetized, you'll see it's only about 85 bucks. So again, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's extra money. And again, the channel's young. And I think as videos continue to progress and kind of steer more along the outdoor adventure type content, hunting, fishing, that sort of thing, I think I may see that CPM grow, I hope, and be able to generate more revenue. Because YouTube is a lot of work. For those who want to get into the YouTube game and start creating content, it's not easy. You'll quickly find that out. And for those of you that have been doing it for some time and are not monetized yet, I would say just keep trying. Keep putting out videos, but only if you enjoy doing it. I never made this channel because I wanted to find a supplementary, form of income. For me, it's because I like talking to you guys and I like guns and I like the outdoors, and I really enjoy looking back on older videos, some years later, is kind of like relics of memories, So in any event, if you are going to start a YouTube channel, keep this in mind. You're not going to get rich overnight. I know there's a lot of YouTubers, bigger guys, who get millions of views on their channels and they receive, third-party endorsements and sponsorships. And yes, I'm sure those people are making really good revenue. But again, that's their full-time job. For me, this is a hobby. I have fun doing it, and I would encourage you to do so as well if you enjoy it. So the short story is, if you are a new YouTuber and you just reached your monetization or about to, you will not get rich. You're not going to make a ton of money. That's the truth. I appreciate you guys watching my video. And if you're interested in off-roading, I did add the link to my primary YouTube channel in the description. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you again soon.